This is ridiculous that Microsoft has managed to rack up another huge freaking L. Right now, Xbox is trying to really hype up 2023. We're getting games like Minecraft Legends, Forza Motorsport. Of course, Starfield is going to be freaking massive, but their game that's coming out here in just a couple weeks, Redfall, just got some very bad news. Redfall is, of course, a co-op vampire shooter that personally I've been excited about. I mean, the idea of blasting vampires with my buddies and using magic and stuff seems fun. Well, they just announced the game only runs at 30 frames a second on Xbox. This is an Xbox console exclusive that runs terrible day one. Let's talk about that. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So here we are over on the official Redfall Twitter account. They just dropped this and they are being completely roasted by the internet. Redfall is launching on Xbox consoles with quality mode only. That means on Xbox Series X, it will run at 4K, 30 frames a second, and Xbox Series X, 1440p, 30 frames a second. 60 frames per second mode will be added later at an update. This is so terrible. Now, before we even get into anything else, the Xbox Series X has enough power. I play a lot of Xbox games, and you know what? They actually typically run at 60 frames a second. I think this game, to me, this tells me the game is unfinished. It is unpolished. It is unoptimized. If you actually need to update something as basic as frames per second, if you actually cannot get it to run on day one, push it back. First-person shooters need frame rate. I've been playing more and more stuff on my actual PC here, which is pretty dang powerful. And let me tell you, every game is better with better frame rates. Whether it is Dying Light or Destiny or even just a random freaking card game, everything is better at 60 FPS. And I'll even go a step further than that. Above 60 frames a second needs to be the new target. I wish that more games would actually run at 100 frames a second or 120 frames a second, especially like indie stuff on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox. Freaking 60 frames a second should be the floor, and then we go above that. This is unacceptable, and of course, pretty much everybody is getting extremely freaking annoyed by this. These are big Xbox accounts. Destin Laguerre is a guy who does a YouTube channel that's very Microsoft focused, and he's like, what the heck? I guess I'm playing it on PC. I have to buy a PC to play this. I will not be playing it then. It should be the other way around. Performance mode first and quality mode second. I mean, that's exactly, I agree 1,000,000%. Freaking frame rate, especially in a fast combat-y game, is more important than 4K visuals. Oh great, I can look at the textures. It doesn't matter if it looks like a freaking slideshow. That's a big oof for me. Star Wars it is then. I'm waiting for that 60 frames per second update. Damn, guess I won't be playing. Look at that, everybody, look at this. After the Arkham travesty, devs should just delay. I actually keep seeing this. People keep saying the game needs to be delayed. Even under this tweet, people are saying, holy heck, delay it until it's 60 frames a second. Delay the game. I didn't buy my Xbox Series X to play 30 frames a second games. I know the subject of every podcast will next week. This is unforgivable, straight up. I will not be playing the game if it's until it has that 60 frames a second mode. Now, I want to say I am actually extremely upset by this. I was not going to talk about this gameplay clip that was going around. IGN had a chance to actually play the game here. This is their clip from IGN first, and a lot of people were discussing it because, if we're being quite brutal here, the gameplay looks very bad. It looks very, very unfinished. I mean, why is this vampire guy just standing there? This is supposed to be like a big boss, by the way, and he doesn't seem particularly dangerous. Everybody on the team has full health. Literally, this guy is just kind of limping around getting shot. Look, this guy is so slow. They're literally just stepping out of the way of his shots. Now, of course, this game is very much about, man, these quick cuts are not helping the gameplay look more fun, but it definitely looks very slow, very empty, very clunky. And a lot of people, even in the replies to this tweet, were basically being like, is this really the game? Is this what it's supposed to be? I didn't initially talk about this because honestly, I kind of wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. When I first saw this gameplay, I thought, okay, maybe this is just somebody playing the game poorly. We've definitely seen games that previewed bad but were fun, like Sonic Frontiers. But man, God, I hate the jump cuts that they keep doing here. This game, in my opinion, does not look finished. This AI... This does not seem like a scary, like this. Why is this vampire walking so slow? It's so weird that this game, I mean, that's trying to act like the big next Xbox experience seems so unfinished, seems so unpolished, seems so dang raw. Man, I have to admit, it is funny that Phil Spencer himself was like, hey, most people don't care about 60 frames a second, so I guess it doesn't matter. The replies to this tweet, I do feel like, are actually a great sign about the fact that Xbox fans themselves are pushing back. I think that's actually the best sign of all. Microsoft people do sometimes feel like they're overly defensive. People with like Xbox console profile pictures on Twitter specifically, sometimes they defend bad business decisions, which is fine. You know, you want to play for Team Xbox and play in the console wars, whatever. It's social media, do whatever you want. I am happy to see so many people straight up saying that this is just unacceptable. I will not be touching the game at launch. Starfield is going to be 30 frames a second. Dang, oh my God. Microsoft is clearly willing to accept 30 frames a second. If Starfield is 30 FPS, that is definitely not that. If Starfield better be a crisp sissy. If Starfield is 30 frames a second, this is going to be freaking. Legitimately, I don't understand. I don't know how this is possible. I mean, the Xbox Series X is a beefy machine. This is not some last-gen, cross-gen. These are games that are apparently made for the Xbox, and yet they can't run. That to me is a huge, huge red flag internally that maybe either deadlines are being missed, coders are messing stuff up, or something, like maybe Microsoft isn't writing people hard enough. I mean, I honestly, genuinely, in my heart of hearts, delay games that cannot actually run in performance mode. I play every game in performance mode. Even if it's an MMO, I play everything in performance mode. Look at that. On a first-party title, oh my God. Everybody is just... I love this. The fumble. Arkane Studios, what's the fumble? My God. I knew the frames per second issues when there were early reviews, but I figured they'd be fixed by launch. Oh man, looks like I'm playing it at a later date. 30 frames a second is a hard nope in 2023. Nothing but good news with this game. I'll be honest, people got really upset at me when I initially said I feel like this game might actually die just a couple weeks after launch. I think this game might be completely screwed even when it does drop. A lot of this stuff, a lot of big Xbox games definitely have the Xbox push, the Game Pass push. It comes out, people are excited, you already have Game Pass, you install it and play it. I think that really boosts player numbers. But if this game runs bad, lacks content, is not even a smooth experience, and is online only because currently it still actually needs servers to even turn on, I think Redfall is... I think this game's going to be dead in the water. And I feel bad because Arkane Studios has such a great history, but this is, straight up, this is not acceptable. Make your voice heard. If Xbox thinks they can get away with 30 frames a second games and people keep downloading it and playing it and defending it, well, then that's all you're going to get. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy your literally countable frames. Ridiculous. What do you guys think about this? Please tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And please keep dreaming. This is, what a shocking L. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.